Welcome to another episode of Dr. Jester Rant, and I'm going to rant about this. Neil Gaiman promises gender swaps for Netflix's upcoming Sandman series. Seriously, we need more of that, really. Hollywood pretty much, the entire shtick that they do is gender swaps and alphabet washing and race swaps as well. It breaks the immersion. Sure, the actors, etc., they can play other parts, I agree, but you are trying to represent one specific character with your image that on TV or on a movie theater, it doesn't matter. But what matters is that your complexion is actually representing a character, and that really breaks the immersion itself. It's okay if you are going to represent a character that it's a cartoon. For instance, you are doing a voiceover, you're a voice actor. Then it doesn't matter what race you are. I don't give a shit. But if you're representing a physical manifestation of the character from a book, comic book, a video game, or whatever, then at least you should look the part as well. At least. You won't, for instance, play a fat Batman. You won't do that on a TV. You're gonna break the immersion. You're not going to act properly unless it's a parody, of course. And I'm also the author of the huge list that I've compiled, in which in which I have here compiled the entire list of at least recent times of the Hollywood Forced Diversity list of blackwashing, yellow washing, alphabet washing, and I've also, to prove a point, I've also compiled whitewashing roles, which is here. That's the entire list of whitewashing as of recent that I could find. If there are some, please contact me on Parler, because that's the only place we can actually exchange information, or my YouTube channel in the comments below. If you know anything, I will add. It doesn't matter if it's whitewashing, Musi washing, alphabet washing, gender benders, female to female swaps. This one is also very rare, really rare. Oh, sorry. In which there's a female to... Okay, female to male. This one shouldn't be here. This one shouldn't be here. Valkyrie shouldn't be here. I made a mistake. Oh well. This one is in which the original character was female, and then they rewrote it to make it male. This one is male to female. This one shouldn't be here. I don't know why I added it here. It should be deleted. Anyway, oh yeah, it should have been, and I added it here correctly. Yeah, later on I'll fix it. I'm out of this list, and I keep compiling it and updating it as it goes on. When for instance, as this video is being recorded, the latest entry is on July 9th, 2020, from Batwoman. They replaced her with a black character. Oh yeah, you can make this up. Anyway, reading the news. Neil Gaiman stated his intentions with translating his classic tales starring his author's property, The Sandman, into a new medium, and the trouble he's had doing it that over the years. In a virtual press roundtable with comicbooks.com, Gaiman explained the show will be a serious update, bringing the characters and stories into 2020, or that means into current year. He said when doing the Netflix TV series, we are very much looking at as going, okay, it is 2020. Let's say that I was doing Sandman starting in 2020. What would we do? Obviously, gender swaps, race swaps, what else? Oh, dear me, I'm sorry about that, but I'm not cutting it. This thing is raw. It's full emotion. It's low production values. The writer added that he is considering changing the character genders. How would we change things? What gender will this character be? Who would this person be? What would be happening? He said. Then Gaiman discussed why it took so long to get a live-action adaptation of Sandman made when it's being pitched and attempted for decades. But Netflix right now, people have tried making some movies and TV adaptations for 30 years and actively tried making them for 25 years. And they've never worked, Gaiman said. He continued, and they never worked because of all the special effects and what will be needed to do the special effects. They never worked because you were making something that was adult. Making a big budget R-rated movie was a stumbling block. People would write Sandman movie scripts and they go, but it's an R-rated movie and we can't have 100 million R-rated movies. So that wouldn't happen, said Gaiman. That was opened by Deadpool, the R-rated movie he made. I forgot the name of the actor. Ryan Reynolds, there you go. I'm not going that old. It was a really, really great movie opening. It earned billions in dollars. So that opened a door for this. Anyway, what I'm going to talk about is that changing a character's gender or race and everything is, as I've stated before, it just breaks the immersion. And there's even a worse part, considering that this is the current year. It breaks, it gives to the minority, in this case, even women, which is not a minority at all in America, is that it gives them scrap roles. It's as if you're giving them scraps. It diminishes them as a person. At least I do feel it like that when they use a Latino. They wash a character to a Latino. It feels horrible. It's like, oh, look at that. It's poor you. Oh, look at that. You're such a tiny little minority. Here, have a tiny little role just for you. We are gonna change it because, we are so better than you, and we are gonna give it to you, and then you're gonna represent it. Your former, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that the character was a white or a blonde or a redhead. No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Here, have at it. That's what it feels like. It feels like scraps, like handovers. That's not something I like. Quite frankly, it's just insulting. As in reading the news, continuing, as is the case with other complex comic properties, Gaiman explained things had to reach a point where long-form content was preferable to features, and the effects technology would be right. You needed to get to a world in which long-form storytelling is an advantage rather than a disadvantage, he said, and the fact that we have 75 issues of Sandman Plus, essentially 13 full books worth of material, is a really good thing. It's not a drawback, it's on our side, he continued, and the fact that we are in a world in which we can take things that only exist in comic book art and can now exist in reality. Gaiman then commented on the concept designs he sees from the producers and how encouraged he is by them. Okay, the news article really kind of drives off from the title. It should have focused mostly on discussing the gender swaps. But it doesn't. So he doesn't believe in a live-action Sandman quality. Okay, it doesn't drive much from that idea. It just, well, we already know my opinion in this, and I think it's horrible, especially me as a minority, and I have Jewish ancestry, so it becomes even weirder when they, oh look, have some scraps. It's horrible. It's insulting. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Good night. See you on my next video.